Hello everyone, welcome to my stream. I'm Indoor Wander, and today I shall continue my playthrough of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Hopefully I'll get a little bit further than I usually do. I'm pretty sure I've prefaced every single playthrough with that, but yeah, hopefully I'll get further. Let's see, there's only like 4 more missions, really? So maybe I'll knock out 2 or 3 else. So before we go any further, I'm going to change my team. I'm going to keep Thor. We'll do something called Marvel Royalty.
Black Panther.
I think. I was thinking this would be a good...
Storm. Doctor Strange.
Marvel Royalty!
Yeah, this would be a good
For
team up.
Odin and for Asgard.
But I recently sort of did the sort of whole Black Widow backstory subplot thing where all the heroes thought she was trying to sell out Shield and the Shield think tank that focused and concentrated on plans to sort of defeat Asgard should it become a threat, and it involved using the Twilight Sword stolen from Mephisto, and used it by, I think, taking Odin to Niflheim, to Raven's Peak, and performing sorcery there to incapacitate him. And that is Doom's ultimate plan, is to steal Odin's power to become the most powerful god in Asgard. So this is going to be fun to sort of to see that either succeed or fail. So here we go. Oh yes.
The final phase of our plan is about to commence.
Another evil villain briefing.
The attack on the Omega base, the kidnapping of the X-Man, and our dealings with Mephisto have all led up to this moment. I would remind you that failure is not an option.
You worry too much, my good doctor. We are more than prepared to achieve our ultimate goal.
And you worry too little. How often have we all had victory firmly in our grasp, only to have it snatched away by the heroes?
You do realize, Baron Mordo, that the price of failure will be the wrath of Odin. Are you prepared for that?
No. No. Suppose I am.
None of us are. It would be a fate worse than death.
And that is why we must be absolutely certain we are willing to do what must be done for success.
Fear not, Dr. Doom. I am prepared for whatever challenges we meet.
As am I. Just knowing the rewards that await
Ultron,
makes
I
it
swear, his
all
design is terrible.
worthwhile.
It's like a bunny rabbit.
You have no fear, Ultron. Everyone will get what's coming to them.
You said that. I think Loki is overbloated now due to the films. Doom
So
is
you've returned.
infinitely more of a threat.
Well, I've nothing left to steal, so leave me in peace. He did pass through here on his way to battle. I don't know who he fought, but the very ground shook from the force of the blows. It has recently grown silent, and I fear all is not well for Odin. I am Vola, prophetess of Asgard. I believe
She isn't really
when you
new
say
to
you
these
do not
these
have
games.
my ring.
In X-Men Legends
But
2,
should you find
there
it,
was a mutant named
I
Destiny
would
who sort of
gladly tell your
um,
fortune.
lent her aid to prophesying something, which is kind of interesting. Both of these sort of prophecies
As you
actually do
wish.
take place, but not as some would suspect. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Ow. Also, this game made the claim that the frost giants are natives to Niflheim, and I think that's correct. I may be wrong, but in the MCU, they are natives to the realm Jotunheim, which doesn't make much sense, to be honest, because Jotunheim in Norse mythology was home to various regular sort of giants. See God of War. I didn't even check my simulator discs to see how many I have. Hopefully I didn't miss any. If I did, I'll kind of know where to go and find the missing one. But the guy who voices Dr. Doom, Clive Rebel, I think he voices some of these dead Vikings. There's a line that one of them will say sometimes, and it's him. Oh, elves. Screams. And they always have these little discrepancies. You can't just take them out the old-fashioned way. I mean, I guess you could, but it's a little takes too long. I would jump on the ice, but I don't know. I think I can survive, but I don't want to try it. Because there's a boss fight coming up that's kind of tough. Or has proven to be tough in the past.
I've won again.
These are more annoying than they are difficult. Camera angle change screwed me up. There we go.
Who's next?
Well, he's being very forceful. It's a shame they haven't shown off any of the Norse architecture here. I think you get a lot of that in Asgard.
Stand up and try again.
I'm not good with these combos at all. Not particularly difficult, just annoying. There we go.
Stand up and try again.
Even need to do that one. Oh.
Victory is mine.
I really want that spear. Thank you. forgot the other person that you can put on this team for this bonus. I think Dr. Doom, but
Let the villains
I'm gonna avoid
beware.
using him. It hurts my head to think about it. Here we go. Ah, used up the spear.
Who's next?
Used up the spear. You get the point. Take that sword, though. Thank you. It's mighty kind. Now I'm gonna have to avoid using this like Assassin's Creed. I'm wanting to hold down R2 and click another button. I think it drops more shield tokens. It perhaps isn't. Well, I don't know. It could be worth something, I guess.
Yeah, we certainly showed Vola, didn't we, Curve?
Yes, but I would not be too proud. Vola never told us where the key was to unlock this trunk.
Give me a
Curse.
boulder, and we'll have no need
Oh yeah,
for
yeah.
it.
Money's definitely good.
What are you doing, humans? Don't tell me you're here to help Odin.
The gods must truly be defeated. to
Curse
the
reminds me
allied
of like a
such as
vegetable for some reason. I don't know why. Something about his design. Maybe it was
You
something.
would dare to challenge us?
It looks like a
How utterly insane.
ear of corn with spikes sticking out. I don't know. It's weird. He just reminds me of a weird vegetable. Oh no, this is not good. Not good at all. Yeah, we're definitely using these on them. Hate those guys. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's nonsense. This guy is both physical and energy resistant. And apparently Dr. Doom's mystical, that's physical damage? Okay. I would think that would be mystical, and that would be a way around that, but alright. We're gonna argue that.
Of course.
There we go. Yeah, I hated those guys when I was playing through. I think it was my second playthrough. They were a pain in the butt. These Dark Elves look more appropriate than the ones in Thor: The Dark World. Hate that movie. So what? Since you mentioned that, let me look and see what level he is. There we go. Yeah, look and see what level he is. Oh, wow. If I knew how to navigate this, it'd be good. Oh, he's 36. Okay. Let's see. I really like those. I can see where that one would come in handy. That's more like a Magneto move, really. Levitation. Not sure what that does. Oh! That is pretty cool. Okay then. We'll go back to that. I never knew that's what that was. I guess that explains when I was playing this game and I just see random boxes popping up. There it is. We'll avoid that for now. I might try to stream those. I don't know if I want to though. But maybe one day. Yeah, I do like playing as Doctor Strange.
So you did find my ring. I knew there was an honest air about you. No, you must keep it. For I see that you will need it to show you the light. You will know when you see it.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny. This character and Destiny in X-Men Legends 2, they kind of play the same role, which is kind of ironic, I suppose.
You are all destined to die at the moment of victory. I'm afraid not. You are destined to be destroyed. I have foreseen it.
Oh wow, everyone leveled up.
Well fought, my friend.
I hate these guys. They're just so annoying. All the villains or bosses or not bosses, but people you fight here, they're just so annoying. Let's see. I'm not gonna save it yet. Yeah, I forgot. I think she's actually in Norse mythology, if I'm not mistaken. She's kind of creepy, or sounds creepy. All right, Thor. If you can't move this, that's what I thought. Yeah, she's. I kind of like that. They were a little paid attention to their source material. Before I like that fire. Alright, Storm.
You were helpless before the master.
Oh. Nobody's gonna be dealing with all these guys. I suppose that's fine. Wow. That didn't turn out good for them.
I rather enjoy it.
Elemental resistant. Oh yeah, these are real frost giants, as opposed to just the weird blue people in the MCU. I'm just joking. I'm not going to be too harsh on them. I know what they're going for. It would be nice to see something a little mystical though. Yeah, I think I've done that a couple. Yeah, I love that. Thought I needed a torch for that. Yeah, hammer throw is really cool if you time it right.
You're not doing so well.
I don't know if these warlocks bring people back to life or not. been a while since I've interacted with them. Ah, elemental. Ah, keep forgetting that. I want to use my lightning and all that good jazz. Can't do it. Now I can. Oh.
You never stood a
Wish Black Panther would do that again. There we go. These guys are ready for a fight. Oh wow, thanks dude. Just, I'm gonna hang out down there a little bit longer. I did end well. There we go. Okay.
You stood little chance against the god.
Don't know if there's any more. I can't wait to unlock the Silver Surfer. That's why I'm trying to get all the simulator discs. That would be, yeah. Just can't wait to play through all those, and whenever I play the game again on a harder difficulty, yeah, I'll have Silver Surfer. So I have all the characters. I think out of everyone, Thor probably didn't need that strike upgrade. Oh well.
Ha! I've won again.
Oh, that's
so
good.
This is the Twilight Sword, the item that Doom traded us to Mephisto for. It is a pity that an arcane object of such importance should be broken. Sith, it is I, Doctor Strange. We have located the Twilight Sword, but it is damaged and lying in the center of a blast crater.
This does not bode well at all. The sword must have been used on Odin. And if that happened...
Then Odin must have fallen in battle.
You must move with all haste. Locate Odin. He is no doubt now the prisoner of Loki and Doctor Doom.
I concur, but it makes no sense. Sif, can you think of why Loki would do this?
I could not even hazard a guess. But do not tarry. Odin's life is most likely in danger.
You are right, of course. We will take action immediately.
Yay. Alrighty, let's see. Oh.
Victory is mine.
Yeah, Loki plays a trick later on. It would have been pretty cool or interesting if he was actually posing as the character that he ends up posing as through most of the game. But I don't think he was.
I claim this victory for Asgard.
That was a nice twist. I think Ymir is next. Yeah. When playing God of War, I never realized Ymir wasn't really as evil as he is. This is my first introduction to the character. But in the Norse mythology, he plays a major role in the creation of the world, if I'm not mistaken.
Fear me, pitiful creature.
You would think Thor would have some dialogue with him.
No one can match the might of Ymir, the king of the frost giants.
And king of wearing no pants, apparently.
That petty tyrant has been defeated and is now in the control of Dr. Doom. Ah, what a battle that was. The look of memory to the top of Raven's Spire. There, Loki will seek out the invincible destroyer armor.
Yeah, I forgot.
He will rule Asgard.
Forgot the specifics. Like some people come out of his body as well, or his blood. I don't know. I forget the specifics, but yeah, he's a big part of the creation.
It is for
very interesting.
You, little ones. It is for you.
Hopefully God of War will pick up on some of that. That would be interesting. I don't know if I'll stream that or not. I might. It's a fun one.
It was foolish to challenge me.
Oh, no. Ah! Well, that's what happens when you just randomly tap circle even though an X showed up on the screen. I don't know why I did that. Yeah, Norse mythology is super cool. I know. I think I grew up more so reading Greek mythology, but Norse is more interesting to me. And Roman mythology is just Greek, basically, which is frustrating.
I will crush you.
Oh, we're gonna give Doctor Strange some action here. Too bad he didn't have his axe yet. That would be cool to see.
Certainly.
Ah! Missed him.
They're here.
Ah! I wasn't expecting that.
I need help now.
Oh yeah, Beowulf is fantastic. I've yet to read. I really want to read Tolkien's kind of. I wouldn't say it's his translation. I think I don't know how. I mean, he's probably one of the I won't say foremost, but it was definitely Anglo-Saxon literature and things like that were his area of expertise. So I'd be very interested to read his translations or commentaries on it. Obviously, that's what parts of The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are loosely based on. The Hobbit probably more so, with Smaug and whatnot.
I cannot be beaten.
Well, I guess a little bit of Lord of the Rings. I guess you could, well, nah, not really. But so you could argue Gollum was kind of a Grendel-like creature, but not really, because Grendel's supposed to be like an ogre, so. I don't know. It's interesting stuff, though, definitely. I haven't read it in a while. I need to go back and read it. So I might pick up his translation. Hopefully everyone's health is okay. It looks good. Except for Black Panther's health.
The son of Odin stands triumphant.
There we go. You get a trophy for throwing, I think, like 500 people off the edge of buildings or map. Needless to say, I don't think I'll ever get that. Yeah, the books are very, very good. They're definitely kind of a slow burn, if that makes sense. Like a very slow read. They don't really build. They build to obviously big events, but they're definitely a very old way of writing, I suppose. I haven't read any of the Conan books. Any of the comics or books themselves, I guess, but probably should. I've heard some good things about them. Oh. This reminds me of, I always bring this up, and obviously it's going to remind me of this, but X-Men Legends 2 Rise of Apocalypse, you have, you're fighting sort of all the Anubis or Anubai. I think you fought some of them in that game. This reminds me of that. It's very mythologically influenced. This guy's wanting to be difficult tonight. That or I just cannot do these combos. It's one or the other. Yeah, I love the that weird creepy cult that worships him, the Magi. The soundtrack in that particular segment was kind of creepy. I remember that along with the Mephisto Realm mission in this game. I could not play at night because it's creepy. But I really wish they remastered those games, or I might have to hunt down a PlayStation 2. Yeah, they were just so good. I mean, yeah, story-wise, gameplay-wise, I would go so far as to say they're a little bit more demanding than this game. A little more intricate, I would argue. Just so far as like customization and player abilities and things like that.
I rather enjoyed that.
I think I missed the simulator disc. I don't know where it's at. I may have to backtrack. Because let's say it's before one of these bridges? And I know I've passed at least another bridge. Let me backtrack real fast. This is, yeah, there's possibly the first bridge. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the first one had the good old potions, and yeah, I remember those. Slightly annoying, but you have to, yeah, that was how. Guess that was more of, it was more tactical than just, there it is. It was more tactical than just, in this game with, well, no, you don't, well, you can auto-heal. And you could technically auto-heal in those games as well, but it was only, I think, specific to certain characters, like Wolverine, obviously. But in this game, I don't know if you auto-heal, or if you can, if everyone can auto-heal or not. But obviously you drop health orbs and stuff like that, so it definitely isn't as challenging. Still fun though. I mean, I love this game, but definitely the X-Men Legends was a little bit made you think, and could make you pull your hair out too sometimes. You don't see many games like this anymore today. I don't know why that is.
Not be defeated.
Yes, there's this good old health orbs.
Fear the might of Thor, villain.
Okay. And of course he had to come over here and mess up my lightning blast. Or mess up the damage I could have dealt with it, I suppose. First time I've done this. Wow. Didn't know you could take these big mallets from. I think someone dropped it at one point. But we'll go into the fight with that, if I can. Sorry, Mjolnir.
This is an outrage. How dare Loki and Doom leave us behind?
Speaking of God of War, there's some God of War music playing here.
This is not an unforeseen outcome. They now each get what they desire without having to share the spoils with us.
that was, yeah. I was trying to focus all that lightning attack on that Dark Elf, but he came over there and then he's elemental resistant, so it was just like didn't even hurt him. So I was like,
your power of mind control to get the elf to choose for us.
It is all too simple for the master of magic. Go, elf. Choose a spear for your master, Baron Mordo.
An unfortunate outcome.
How did you get here? You shouldn't.
Gotta remember that I'm gonna use that when something bad happens. An unfortunate outcome.
Yes, a gift differently. Let us battle then.
Ooh. I don't know who's freezing us. I want to say Mordo. Just love that. Love that attack. Stay away. Yeah, yeah. If I take him out, that's really all I really want to do right now. There we go. Yeah, Ultron's not a problem. Well, he wouldn't be a problem if he actually wasn't going all Bruce Lee on me. Wait a minute. I don't know if it's Bruce Lee. I think it would be Steven Seagal. There we go. That's more apt. Bruce Lee could get banged up sometimes, but Steven Seagal, you just can't touch him. Exactly. That's so weird that they didn't even like just say anything to each other. Just eh. I think I've played as Thor in this mission before, and he doesn't even have special dialogue with Loki either, and that's super weird to me, but I can understand. See, I actually like his design, Loki's design, in this game. Well, that concept art.
My. What an unexpected surprise. But don't you know, it's not safe up here on Raven's
I like how he gets kind of second fiddle to
for
Doom.
The likes of you.
It's accurate, I think.
Sorry, but I'm not exactly sure what's happened to Daddy Dearest. You see,
I think the movies have really
you.
overblown Loki. A little bit.
I seek to take control of the Destroyer armor, but I require 4 God Swords to free it from its prison of ice. It is a magical shell created by Odin. The wearer's consciousness is pulled inside, leaving their body outside in a frozen state. The Destroyer armor is so powerful that even the mighty Thor cannot defeat it. I invite you to do your best, but know this. I will possess the Destroyer armor.
As you wish.
Yeah. Tom Hiddleston's great as Loki. It's just, I think, so far as the movies are concerned, like, he's more of, like, the main well, now he's not, but seemingly he was, like, the main threat. It's like, I don't know, comic book-wise, Dr. Doom's probably, I would argue, one of the bigger threats, at least on planet Earth. Loki can be too mischievous, I suppose.
Certainly.
Anyone else care to get in my way?
My health runs low, as you wish.
Let's try to. Oh, wow. Did some pretty good damage. Whoever did that was a boss. Just knocking down the hill a little ways.
I require help immediately.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. I think that I think Loki's just a little bit too, I think he's just sort of overblown. in the comics, or right now at least. Hopefully that health is redistributed to other people who need it more than I do right now.
You should have surrendered.
I think there was a story arc where Loki fought Apocalypse, actually, but it never was resolved because Loki ran away. Or something like that.
No. Any knowledge you gain would be helpful. All right, Fury out.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. Fury.
Welcome back.
I love how he says the same lines here.
Affirmative. Good luck, and watch yourself.
Yeah, that's Loki. Yeah, I forget exactly if they gave a reason why Loki fled, but it would have been interesting.
Yes.
Aye.
No.
Certainly.
Oh, psh.
Yes.
Don't even know where my characters are.
Of course.
By the power of Grayskull. Oh no. Don't know if this is one of those where I need to be careful. You know what? Got it. All the things I expected to do in this game, chasing a sword wasn't one of them. Now watch one of these idiots step on the wrong one. Oh, okay. Alright, we actually have competent AI here, so we're good. For once. Oh yes, this is my favorite one. These impressive wall climbing skills. Nathan Drake, eat your heart out. Oh, I almost walked into that one. Sometimes a little bit too strange. Got it. Yay.
You did an excellent job.
Thank you for doing what I could never have accomplished alone.
The plot thickens.
You should know by now that deception is my greatest weapon. You never teleported back to Valhalla. You're in the land of Mylene. Yes, and now I will take possession of the Destroyer armor and crush the life from you.
The capes on this game are a little funny. Try not to attack him, but apparently they're doing the job for me. Gotta find where Loki is. Oh, wow. Well, I'm gonna switch to someone else, because that's not going well for Doctor Strange or Black Panther. For whatever reason. There he is. We'll get him a little bit closer. Success. And a lot of money. Living the dream, I suppose.
Our fortune must favor. It should have been impossible for you to have defeated the Destroyer. I did exactly as the plan I stole from S.H.I.E.L.D. is specified. I took Odin's body to Raven's Peak, and using arcane spells, I stole his power.
One of the things I like about Doctor Doom. Best of all worlds.
I now control the atmosphere.
Evil Magmart uses technology and is formidable with magic.
Not this time. I triumphed with the absolute. For now I will consign you to the eternal darkness of oblivion.
Am I dead? Why does heaven smell like a wet dog? Oh wait, never mind.
I am Uatu, the Watcher. I prevented your deaths, for you are needed to save this universe. Listen closely, mortals. Dr. Doom's unrestrained use of Odin's power will soon tear the fabric of reality beyond repair. I have broken my sacred vow to only observe, so that I may give you
The graphics in this game were amazing.
to save your world.
Still are. But I guess we'd expect to see a game that actually looks like that. More so.
Doom's power seems unlimited, but you must know a way to stop him.
Yes, there is a chance, but it will be difficult. First, you must obtain the Makran Crystal, a Shi'ar gem of fantastic power. Next, you must acquire another object
Oh, yes.
of great power, and it will take
One of my
all
favorite
your
characters.
strength and skill. You must face the World Eater known as Galactus.
Interestingly enough, according to Stan Lee, which I don't think he followed the comics very much after he sort of left, but according to him, he considers Galactus to be the most powerful being in the Marvel Universe.
He believes he has.
Pretty sure after that, I mean, obviously other writers and created more things, but I mean, that's coming from the man himself, so.
Though I have vowed to never interfere with earthly affairs,
But Galactus is pretty cool.
The danger is too great for me to stand idly by. Dr. Doom's misuse of Odin's power is tearing the fabric of reality, and you are the only ones who can defeat him. You must steal Odin's powers away from him, and to do that, you must acquire 2 items from the vast reaches of outer space. The first item needed is a shard of the Makran Crystal, located in the Shi'ar Empire. For more information
Exactly. Galactus is just... Yeah, I really want to see him in the MCU.
Known as Lockjaw.
Let's see. I don't know of any side missions besides the Medusa one. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know of any. Yeah, I usually walk around and talk to all these guys, but I'm not going to waste anyone's time. I'm not a big fan of the Inhumans, actually. I understand they came first in the comics, but I don't like how Marvel abandoned the X-Men just because they didn't have film rights and sort of embraced the Inhumans for a while. That bugged me, so I just automatically have this sort of just automatic dislike for the Inhumans. But I like them
On behalf of
best
Black Bolt,
as a family.
monarch of my people, welcome to Adelan.
I don't think I did. Might need to do that
I would
then.
remind you not to attempt conversation with Black Bolt. His vocal power is so immense that he could destroy half of this city with a whisper. I have a question for you. My sister Medusa had traveled to Earth in search of the ultimate nullifier to defeat Dr. Doom. But we haven't heard from Medusa in quite some time, and we aren't certain where she might have gone for the device. She's either at the Baxter Building, SHIELD headquarters, or Muir Island. Would you mind asking Dr. Pym where the ultimate nullifier is being kept?
Ultimate nullifier. You know, that would really come in handy. Yeah, I hated that. I mean, it was just so I wouldn't say like actual political, but it was just so, it felt like sort of inner office politics. You know, oh, we don't have the rights to that, so you know, just forget them. It's like, what? I mean, you know, that doesn't help anyone. That hurts Marvel more so than anyone else. That was just a stupid move by them. But now that the Fox deal is going through,
I think you will find it most interesting.
hopefully that won't be a problem anymore.
As you have already heard from Uatu.
Already,
To
I think, I don't know if you've paid attention,
must
but they've
acquire a shard
really
of the
doubled
McClan
down on the X-Men comics and X-Men
currently
sort
located
of
on a capital
events.
ship of
So
the
that's a
Shi'ar
good sign.
Empire. Luckily, we are acquainted with the Shi'ar, and they should be willing to part with the crystal.
But yeah, the Inhumans work best as just the royal family. I don't like there being millions of Inhumans. That just, to me, they're not mutants. Just stop.
Yes. It was given to them a short time ago. They placed the device on Muir Island, under the care of Dr. Moira McTaggart.
Yeah, it's gonna be a.
The security systems there.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I think they
currently the
have.
best in the world.
I think Apocalypse is
They are
actually playing a pretty
constantly
big
being
role
upgraded by the X-Men
in some
known
of
as
the
Forge
the
and
new
Beast.
comics.
You are very welcome.
I might need to try to get back into those. Because for a while, I mean, they had Brian Michael Bendis on, and Brian Michael Bendis is alright sometimes, but I don't know, it felt like they weren't really throwing their best minds at X-Men material, and felt insulting.
Yes? Did you need something else?
It's on Muir Island, yeah.
You're welcome.
See, I think I'm gonna do it, and speaking of X-Men, I'm gonna do an X-Men team since I'm gonna go to the Shi'ar Empire first. I'm gonna keep Storm. We're gonna do a good
Wolverine. Magneto. Sabretooth.
X-Men!
There we go. Even though technically they're not X-Men, but you get the point.
They ain't gonna know what hit them.
And I really want to get Magneto's ultimate costume. I love his ultimate costume. Mainly because that's the costume he wore in X-Men Legends. Yeah, that's true. And I mean, I don't know. I guess to say that there couldn't be more than 5 is kind of incorrect, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like the way that Marvel was trying to treat them like mutants, and it's like, no, they're not. I mean, you already have mutants. If you're gonna do something with Inhumans, do something entirely different. Let me see the quiz. Yeah. Blue area. Some of these you just learn after a while. After they breathe in Terrigen Mist. It's wasn't Blade apart on. Oh. I don't know much about Blade. Operation Rebirth. Ghost Rider's battle demon named Zarathos. Humans who were experimented on by the Kree. Yeah. Black Bolt does not talk because his voice is so powerful. When Gorgon stomps his foot, creates mini earthquake? Yeah. The shockwave that got me the first time. Gallon? Yeah. Super Skrull was created to defeat the Fantastic Four. Starjammers led by Corsair, father of Cyclops. Some of the best or interesting X-Men story arcs. Kill the Avengers? Yeah. That would be Silver now. No, Karen Page. I almost clicked it. The Merc with a mouth. Watchers upload information to the one? Yeah. Black Bolt once would spread a word and destroyed half of Atlan. Creep. That's gonna be. I can't wait for Captain Marvel to see that interaction. Beards. In New York? Yeah, that's a little too on the nose. King Vladimir. Yeah. Shadow King. He doesn't use the Infinity Formula, that's for sure. Invisible Girl? That's too easy. Which villain did Tony Stark use the centrifugal force ray? Titanium Man? See? Don't know that. Ants. Equipment that gave Luke Cage's powers created by Stark. Yeah. Silver Surfer is Norrin Rad. No. Romantically involved with Professor X. Skrulls had a homeworld called Skrullos until Galactus? Yeah. Group of former Shi'ar prisoners. It's interesting, some of these options would be kind of fun to explore, like in an alternate comic book universe. Like one of them was like, what happened to Susan Storm's mother, and one of them was like, she's a senator. I thought that would be cool to actually have her be a senator. Pollution. Kree device used on Carol Danvers. Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah. One of those I didn't want to click. Nick Fury is at one time the leader of Howling Commandos? Yeah. The other three wouldn't make sense. Sweet little lady? Oh, she's a young woman. Crap. I always get that one wrong. Because... well, it's nice to know the movie's got something right. Colossus throws Wolverine. Amal Farouk. What? What? I thought it was Amal Farouk. Oh well. The Ultimate Nullifier. Which sounds very sensual. Karnak's special power is... see weakness. Reed Richards. Yeah, that one didn't make any sense. Yeah, he is not loyal to Lilandra. Triton is good friends with Namor? Or Namorita? Ooh! I took a guess. Yeah, it was the wrong one. I mean, it was one or the other. They're both from Atlantis. Well, Reed Richards, of course, because it's all his fault. It was erected by Daredevil. It's been a while. Loki managed to foul up the creation of Thor's hammer by shortening the handle. Now that's... I know that from mythology. Didn't have to read the comic book for that. Crystal's power is the ability to... yeah. Was kept in a soundproof room. Special sign language. Created Thor's hammer. Attilan is... okay, yeah. Yay. Now, to the Shi'ar Empire. Good old Lockjaw. You know, a giant dog until you run out of a budget for him in your TV show, and then you just like have to write him out of the show. Excuse me. Yeah, I was not a fan of that show.
You'll be traveling
Didn't even
to
watch
the
it.
Shi'ar Empire for this next mission. It's located in a galaxy in another part of the universe. Once there, you'll need to lay hands on a shard of the Makran crystal.
Will the Shi'ar be willing to part with it?
The crystal
Yes, it's
is very important to the Shi'ar, but we're good friends with their ruler, Lilandra.
It's bad.
I don't think she'll mind giving it to us.
Really bad.
Especially when she learns how important it is in stopping Dr. Doom.
You X-Men are pretty well connected. You've even got buddies in other galaxies.
Xavier's the one who's close to Lilandra. They used to be good friends. Really good friends.
Speaking of X-Men, I was reading
Guess that means Lilandra's not gonna
sort
be
of a
some wrinkled old
retelling
prune of a
of
queen.
X-Men
Say that again, bub.
in
What is the Shi'ar
by Ed
Empire?
Piscor? I don't know how you pronounce his name.
entire
It's called
galaxy
X-Men Grand
and
Design. It's actually very, very good.
thousands of different
I would recommend it. It like
Are they peaceful?
They
kind of
have had
creates a more
periods of upheaval,
coherent
usually due to
X-Men
struggles within the royal
storyline.
family.
Draws on sort of the,
Yes.
What exactly
what
is this Makran
from the
crystal?
60s on
It
to
houses a gateway into a
I think it
universe
stopped in the
filled with
70s, but
contrasts.
hopefully he keeps writing it
The
and drawing
power
it.
of
It's
it
actually very, very good.
is beyond measure.
I can
Doubled
see how
down
that
on the
would be
whole
useful in defeating
extraterrestrial
Dr.
stuff and the
Doom.
Phoenix Force.
All
So
right then. Get to Shi'ar and locate Lilandra as fast as you can. Once you've convinced her to give
Yeah.
you the crystal, get back here pronto.
she was our Xavier was her consort. Whatever that means.
Surrender immediately.
Well.
Well. What brings my fellow man to this distant galaxy? Don't you know? There's been a coup. Deathbird has taken the throne from her sister, Lilandra. Then you should be very motivated to see Lilandra back on the throne, because Deathbird certainly won't give you anything other than life in prison.
The soundtrack on this particular mission is very, very good. Whenever I really like soundtracks in movies, like official soundtracks, and there's a couple parts in Captain America: Winter Soldier that kind of remind me of this.
That operates it. Lilandra's a good friend of mine, and when a friend's in need, I make it a practice to lend a hand. Because heaven knows, there's been times when I needed help.
Oh yeah, Deathbird.
Now come on.
She wasn't
I
that
can
bad.
see you kids are gonna need a little help. So I'll travel.
I just hate
ways
the
with ya.
ticking time bomb
First order
thing.
of business is to get across this fighter bay in one piece.
When you have the option to save her, and then you have that clock ticking. I hate that. It's nerve-wracking. I'm gonna stick with Magneto for a while, so I can try to get that costume. Because the second I'm getting it, I'm changing him into it. Exactly. She, correct me if I'm wrong, she probably has done this like more times than you could count in the comics.
Next time, I'll toss you into orbit.
I don't know if you're familiar with it, but I'm pretty sure it seems like something she would have done a bunch. Somehow that doesn't surprise me. You know, it's a shame. It's almost like it's like who is it? I guess it's almost like Claw attacking Wakanda to get the vibranium.
You should have run when you had a chance.
But I guess it's kind of a shame that Fox is continuously trying to do the Dark Phoenix storyline, and I mean, I'm gonna go see it. I'm not gonna have high hopes for the film, so it might impress me, X-Men Dark Phoenix, but I'm pretty sure when or if the MCU adapts it, we'll see stuff more like this. Which, how hard is that? I mean, you introduce Apocalypse, so I mean, aliens aren't that much of a stretch, and then you're gonna try to ground it like Logan. It's like, stop, just do this. If you're gonna do Phoenix, do it right. I mean, yeah, they kind of killed off the Hellfire Club, so I don't know. Let me see. There's one more, I think, that I have to unlock before his ultimate. I think it's like Zorn or something like that. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. That's for sure. I don't know if he had passed away yet or not, but Tony Jay did the voice of Magneto in the first X-Men Legends game. He was so good. His voice was almost perfect for Magneto. Yeah, that one's. Is it in this game? I don't think it is. It may have been in Rise of Apocalypse. I guess it would make sense for it to be there. Ah, you can't fly with it? Come on. That would be so cool. See, Iceman. Oh, sorry about that. Alright, Iceman. That was a little jab at Wolverine, I'm sure.
You're lucky that's all I did.
Yeah, I do not feel comfortable walking. Oh.
This instant.
Yeah, shouldn't have done that. I don't feel comfortable walking on those sort of platforms with the ships, because I walked on one of those one time and I fell through it and for no reason and died, and I was not happy. It was a glitch or something.
Once again, I am victorious.
Yeah, I think it was it's Deathbird. Yeah, she sees Sabretooth and they have like a funny little squabble. which is enjoyable. I didn't even think about that when I chose him, actually. So it'd be a fun team to put together. I used to make teams like this all the time in X-Men Legends too. Throw some Brotherhood members in a team with the regular X-Men.
Once again, I am victorious. Advance and attack.
Oh yeah. Force field. Oh, yay. I mean, this Magneto, I don't think he would probably find it that difficult to do this. Yeah, I mean, it's X-Men are kind of interesting. And the Brotherhood, you know, both of them. There's so many people who flip sides and a lot of history between both of them. Rogue, Toad, Sabretooth, maybe? I don't know that. There've been a ton of people who went back and forth. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about Colossus.
Advance and attack.
And Mystique too. Yeah, right. Forgot about her. Yeah, there's probably more than probably count. I don't think you could play as her though in the first X-Men Legends. I mean, second X-Men Legends, excuse me. And now that you mention it, you could actually play as her in the first X-Men Legends. I don't know if you recall, you could actually like do the Danger Room missions. I forgot all about this. And you could put like Magneto, you could like, you make your teams and put all of them, you put all of the teams together on it. It's kind of interesting. So you could have a team that fights in the X-Mansion, and it could be like Magneto versus, Magneto, Sabretooth, and Toad, and Mystique versus Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, and Jean Grey, or something like that. Yeah, wow. Yep, PlayStation 2 is on the list officially. I still have the games, I just don't have the console anymore.
Well, my friends, this is where we part ways. I wish I could, but I have other things to attend to. But I'll tell you what, if you'll be willing to carry out a few objectives for me, I'll be happy to walk you through the ship over the radio. Great. Your first order of business will be to stop this ship. I'll be in touch with you when you get to engineering. Watch your back, my friends.
Ah, Guardian. He's pretty cool.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into it now.
Stop this ship. Find the hyperdrive matrix and destroy it. It's the big round thing, somewhere in engineering. You can't miss it.
It's hard to believe that those things were like almost like $100, $200 many years ago.
hiding.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know he could roar like that.
Ready? 3.
I don't know what happened to my... I might have my memory card somewhere. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into it now.
Bub, you're a mess.
I really want to play those games again.
Typically feeble.
Oh, there went one. Emperor Palpatine. See. Oh yeah, gotta go get the other one. Yeah, I'll make sure I look out for that. The I may have some of the others, some of the like chords and such laying around, but I'll try to get them all. I mean, I'd prefer to have a I'd prefer to have new ones or what have you, just in case there's something wrong with them.
See you around, sucker.
There we go. I wish there was some way to stream it on PlayStation 2, but I don't think it's possible. Sadly. There may be a way, but I'm not technologically savvy enough to do it. I'm pretty sure you'd have to. Yeah, I don't even want to think about it. There may be a way, but it's probably too much hassle.
Very well.
I doubt it, but.
You were less than fallen.
I would really like to stream those games.
Out of respect for the X-Men, I give you this one chance to go. I do not wish to harm you or your friends.
Hey, pal.
Oh, this is it. This is it.
I ain't no X-Man. You best not be confusing me with that flea bag, Wolverine.
And he's probably standing right next to him.
Though it pains me, I am honor-bound to serve the Empress of Shi'ar, and Deathbird is now the Empress. She has ordered that I destroy all invaders.
Yeah, we all got problems.
Please, leave this shit, or I shall be forced to use violence.
That's fine by me. Just the way I like it.
This saddens me, but I have no choice. Prepare to defend yourselves.
This be a very polite way of saying, get ready to fight. I hate that attack. so annoying. Almost as annoying as that one. You just keep shooting me as I run across the map. Get him! He probably would. Gladiator is not someone you want to mess with. I was reading something, or maybe it was a video. Someone was arguing that, I mean, obviously Marvel and DC kind of, I won't say they deliberately rip off characters, but they do kind of, you know, take characters that are directly inspired or loosely based on each other. And someone was arguing that Gladiator was essentially Superman. I'm not entirely familiar with Gladiator to make that assertion, but based upon what I know and see, sounds about right, I suppose. So far as his abilities and capabilities. Yeah.
Well, whatever you people did, worked. Ship's dropped out of light speed. Now, find the airlock that leads outside of the ship.
Hopefully I can get all those extreme powers again, because some of these Imperial guards are no pushover. And maybe I messed up using those supers on them, on him. Because I think the first group I fight, no. Yeah, he's definitely, I mean, he's cool. I can't deny that. These Imperial Guard guys, they're gonna, I got a bad feeling about them. It's the first two. What's his name? Like, it's not Quasar? I don't know. It's the one with the fire and the girl with the whip, I think. Oh, no. I don't know. I'll find them in a few minutes, and then I'll start ranting and raving about them.
Isn't technology a wonderful thing? Now you've got two objectives here. One is to find the communication dish.
Yeah, I forgot. Yep, Hyperion. Hyperion's the other one. And Sentry. It sounds familiar.
You have to destroy the battery of guns near your location. That'll protect the friendly ships that come in response to your message.
Just one. Let's see. Yeah, Quasar. Sentry. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's Superman ripoff. Yeah, I think it's Quasar and Warpath. I think. Those two have always been a pain in my butt.
Go no further,
Starbolt.
humans.
Wrong one.
I am Starbolt, a member of the Shi'ar
Quasar's
Imperial
the one
Guard.
before at the
You
very
stand
end.
in defiance of Empress Deathbird. I know. I was one of the guards who helped her gain power, and I have no intention of letting her lose it. Which is exactly how we wanted it to appear. Warstar, attack!
Yeah, I'm gonna use someone like Wolverine here.
Of course.
Or just jump between everyone.
Very well.
There was one playthrough where these guys whipped me so bad that I actually just ran past them.
Almost out of health.
Another day. Very well.
Where did Starbolt go? Oh, there he is.
Okay, you should be near those guns. To destroy them, you need to take down their force fields. You need to locate the console that controls the force field. It should be easy to spot. They're protected by clear covering.
I don't think that's normally supposed to take place during this fight. Oh yeah, keep him down there. An awkward moment when Sabretooth does more damage than Wolverine. Sorry, Mags. Couldn't do it. Oh yeah, there's one. I don't even want to say his name because I'm not sure what his name was. But he's kind of loosely based around Wolverine a little bit. Like he's kind of like a weird feral, hairy-looking Wolfman-looking thing. Which is kind of funny. I can't remember his name. But yeah, they were. I remember them from the show Fang. Yep, that was. Yeah, there's all kinds of funny rip-offs. Neutron, I think he's like loosely based on Colossus in appearance. I think it's Neutron. But he always like looking at him. It's like, yeah, it's basically Colossus, but just with a little bit of a redesign. He's got the crew cut, and he's about the same size as Colossus. So yeah, that's Colossus. But I got a feeling if they show up in the MCU, Marvel will definitely probably make a spin-off with them. Which would be cool, I will admit. There you go, Magneto. You may be like a...
Now the message has been sent. Starships friendly to Lalandra
really?
on their way here.
I did not know that. That's pretty cool. Guess that would make sense.
Buddy, you need a new line of work. Next time, I'll toss you into orbit.
Yay. The seeing those guys running around on the inside of the ship throws me off every single time. Okay, I've never been this way before. Doesn't seem like there's anything back here. Oh, I didn't know it was an action figure, huh? I don't need it, but didn't know this was back here. Very interesting. Yeah, I need to read up a little bit more on the Starjammers and the Imperial Guard. I'm only kind of familiar with the whole Phoenix saga. The Kin, his coup and the Macron crystal, or M'Cran crystal, however you pronounce it. They pronounce it Macron in the game, but in I think the X-Men television show they called it the M'Cran, which doesn't. I don't know. Chris Claremont's probably the only person who knows how to actually say it. I think he's actually returned to X-Men comics. He doesn't do like big story arcs or anything like that, but I think he's writing a Nightcrawler story set in the 70s. Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah, that might be a good read. There was a simulator mission somewhere. Probably up here. Yep. I really need to spend those points when I get a chance. Yeah, I think, didn't he write some story arcs that kind of, like, they weren't canon, but they were like alternate timeline sort of things? Kind of like what he wanted to do instead of being pressured by Marvel to do what they kind of wanted, I think. He was a good writer, definitely. I think that's probably one of the longest, well, probably not the longest, but one of the more longer influential runs in comics. And he did a lot for X-Men too. Dark Phoenix Saga and the Phoenix Saga and Days of Future Past. Okay, guys, just fall off the map, why don't you? Oh my gosh. I don't think Magneto and Wolverine are going to be able to take the next group on by themselves. This is going to be fun. Let's see. Even though they're dead, probably wouldn't hurt. I don't get too technical with these. If I kind of get the gist, I usually try to use it based on just what I know. I don't want to do this. Why do they have to jump off or fall off? Ghost Rider in space, that would be interesting. I'm pretty sure it's happened in the comics, but it's a very interesting situation. 12 seconds. Alright. I think I can wait for 12 seconds. No Sabretooth. I will save it right here, just in case it doesn't go according to plan. Maybe fighting these guys might take a little bit. Oh, wow. You know what? I'm just gonna double down on it. Might as well. Magneto, we'll just... Ah. Yeah, that seemed like some,
It appears the reports of humans on board ship are true.
some,
I would not have believed
inter-office
them capable
politics
of getting
stuff.
this far.
Alright, Hussar. Humans are such inferior creatures. We are Imperial Guards.
Hussar, not Quasar. Who's Quasar then?
Yes. Without the help of the Imperial Guard, she would never have gained power. No. Most of them were fools who wouldn't listen to reason. Luckily, Guardian is loyal to the throne rather than to a person.
But we could have dealt with even the mighty Guardian, just as we're going to deal with you now.
I certainly hope not. This is going to be bad. Wow, that is that... I don't know if that's Magneto doing damage or not, but oh my lord.
Yeah.
Sad thing is, I just did that for that character, and now I fear that I'm gonna have to spend more money on the on his ultimate costume. Not more money, but more coins, I suppose. All right, she's out of the way. More of a nuisance anyway. This guy's kind of a pain, or has been in the past. I am playing with a lot of leftover skills and such. Oh, well, I never noticed there's a planet right there. It's pretty cool. How much longer does Sabretooth have? Minute. So there's another one on the other side. Oh, well, I'll give them credit. They try to diversify it a little bit. Yeah, I remember back, at least when I was growing up, there really wasn't the Avengers. It was all basically Spider-Man and X-Men for Marvel. They really didn't have much faith in Captain America or Iron Man or the Avengers. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, it was because of the dwindling sales of Avengers and Avengers characters. Oh, I forgot about that. I kept most of these. Did I just sell that? No, I equipped it. Okay. Yeah. Even though that could probably go to someone else, but oh well. Doubling down on Magneto because I really want him to get that the ultimate his ultimate costume. If I get that, I'll be happy.
Vile intruders! How dare you enter my throne room? I'll have your heads for this.
They get this voice actress who voices her. She also voiced Vola, and she also voiced Black Widow. She voices so many characters in this game.
My dear,
I guess that's how you do it.
And once
And Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, they really double down on all their voice actors. Oh.
Indeed I do, humans. I've spent months planning my rise to power, and I'm not about to lose now. So with the aid of the Macran crystal,
Yeah, that was when I was growing up.
destroy you.
It was nothing but Spider-Man, X-Men, and
Vestiges
kind
of
of
defiance
Fantastic
to
Four.
my absolute authority.
But yeah, there was no Avengers. But yeah, Mark Millar, or Mark Miller, how you pronounce his name. When he was writing the Ultimates, Marvel explicitly told him not to use the word Avengers in the title, because they thought that it wouldn't do well. Dadgum. For an old man, Magneto still got it.
Got it.
Oh, Buckethead. You gotta give credit to Jack Kirby too, and well, I don't know. Stan Lee contributed obviously, but I think it's always a collaboration. But I think Jack Kirby really doubled down on his villains and made them actually formidable.
You've not only defeated my Imperial Guard, you've defeated
The reason
me.
why I give Jack Kirby a lot of credit for that is because of Darkseid.
Never. I am the Empress. Kneel before me. You lie. If I am to be denied, then I will stop dear sister as well, by destroying this entire ship.
Yeah, this is. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I usually just ignore all these guys. Because you have to buy time. Especially if you're going to save Lilandra, which I try to. It has good consequences for the future.
Storm, what are you doing here? We've come to save you, Lilandra. Don't worry. We'll have you out of there in a minute.
Forget about me. The self-destruct mechanism my sister activated is about to detonate. You have to save the ship.
Charles would never forgive me if I let you die in that torture chamber.
Please. I'm begging you, Storm. Don't let this ship be destroyed.
Affirmed. Okay.
Yep. This is what it's come to. Sabretooth is super strong. That was mostly him.
I appreciate the effort. You shouldn't have saved me. Now you've doomed the entire ship. I wish I could believe you. But our time is almost up.
I got more up for that.
Oh yeah, definitely. And of course there were a lot of there were some writers who were not so collaborative. Bob Kane. But yeah, I think people like Alan Moore got super like just crabby, and a lot of doesn't have any good things to say about Stan Lee, but you can't deny Stan Lee had an influence on a lot of these characters. I think he himself would probably say he didn't create them all. I mean, a lot of it was working with other people, and most of the time he is, you know, Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, you know. But I think that was more of a Marvel thing, actually, like attaching Stan Lee to everything. Yeah, I think that was because he sold, and he was a personality in his own right, so it was more of a marketing tool, I think. But yeah, I think it's absurd and silly to, and I would argue just disrespectful to, you know, attack him and things like that.
Well, ain't that something? Guess we're gonna have to smash all these laser emitters if we're gonna shut down this self-destruct system.
Yeah, Chris Claremont and Dave Cockrum. Yeah, that was another duo, and even presently, Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. I mean, you don't, you can't have one without the other, seemingly. And same way with Kirby, Ditko, and Stan Lee. I mean, it's hard to imagine one without the other.
You truly are an amazing group of humans. Thank you for saving me and my ship. The Shi'ar Empire is in your debt. Name your reward. No payment is too great for what you have done today. Then by all means, when you find the Macran crystal, you may help yourself to a shard of it.
Yay. The Macron crystal. There's probably tons of Shi'ar back there I could...
Okay, if you insist.
Well, since the ship's not about to blow up, might as well. I'm not too familiar with Zorn. I think he was a clone of Magneto. That's all I know about him. But I think that's the next costume. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna go back and fight them.
Buddy, you need a new line of work.
This reminds me of the once again, X-Men Legends. This reminds me of the Asteroid M mission in that game. It was interesting and really fun. A lot of statues of Magneto, very sort of in very sort of messianical poses, and he the Sentinels attack as well, like toward the end of that game. They have a William Stryker, Malcolm Colcord, Professor Thornton hybrid character named General Kincaid. Yeah. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Zorn's costume is the basis for Magneto's costume in Bryan Singer's X-Men movies, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it was awfully similar to it. Where is that guy? Oh. Well, that should do it. Felt you could fly a little bit faster, Magneto. I love how you retrieve a shard from the Macran crystal. It's so eloquent. It's like, you know, it's a powerful object, and so in doing so, you must show the utmost sort of restraint and carefulness, and you know, and respect and reverence for this powerful artifact.
You possess the first item needed to defeat Dr. Doom. Lockjaw will now create a portal that you may use any time to return to our base on Atalan.
First time I got to this mission, I played through that, and I was like, it's not doing anything, and then I punched it, and I was like, oh, that does it. I mean, you know, it's a powerful item.
You did well. Obtaining the Macran crystal under those conditions was quite impressive. Yes, but there is still one item you must obtain. The Muonic Inducer. It is the device Galactus uses to assimilate the energy of a planet when he devours it. He is about to attack a planet populated by the Skrull.
He seems to really have it out for the Skrull.
Sought to conquer the Earth.
Or maybe it's just bad luck.
If you wish to leave now, see the dog Lockjaw.
Pretty sure it's bad luck. Galactus is beyond petty things such as emotion. I don't know, maybe he's not actual, because he does see something in the Silver Surfer, I think. He's moved, at least, by his love for Zenla, and I forget her name. Crap. It's like Zala something? Yeah, the Skrull are not very, they're just not having it recently. I forgot that girl's name. Silver Surfer's romantic other. It's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to look it up. I want to say it was something like Zala something, or Shala Ball. That's her name. That was her name. Yeah, it was Shala Ball. Yeah. She was yeah, she was Norrin's lover, I suppose. Wouldn't have known that if I didn't watch that TV show when I was younger. Don't know who I want to use for the Skrull world. They're pretty tough.
Captain America. Doctor Strange.
Can't use the Fantastic Four.
Ghost Rider.
Because this mission has a Super Skrull in it, and him and Pybox abilities are so strong, and it's insane. Like I've played as the Fantastic Four and fought them before, and they win every time. It's absolutely ridiculous. We'll go with Hawkeye.
Hawkeye.
Met his maker.
Don't know what that means, but is there one for him? I don't think so. The other one was Moon Knight, or you could put Doctor Doom or Magneto there. Don't know what this is a reference to, but I like the +6 to all traits though. That's a pretty good bonus.
Onward into the unknown.
Let's see. I might actually call it quits here. Gotcha. That makes sense. See, I would never have guessed that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it quits here though. Now give me 2 things to knock out whenever on the final stream for this game. When I play it again, I'll probably do Galactus, and just I guess I'll call it quits. Thanks for tuning in. Didn't really have a big group like I did last time, but it's been fun, and thanks for the tips, advice, and conversation. I try to be as lively as I can be. Let's see when I'll stream again. I might do it late Sunday, maybe around 7 or 8 Sunday Central Standard Time. But yeah, see ya, and have a good night. Thanks for coming.